Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going to do Justice Society of America, issue number 3 by DC Comics, made by Geoff Johns, Dale Eaglesham, and Ruy Jose. Hope that say that correctly. Then we have a gorgeous looking Alex Ross cover. Fantastic. This is the character Cyclone. I want to talk about this logo in the near future because, I saw something in I believe in Golden Age Superman book that he's fighting old school Brainiac and old school Lex Luthor. There's something about this that I just don't get, but it pops up and I don't. I have questions. Anyway, but yeah, let's dive in. I really enjoyed this series. The writing is sharp. The art looks fantastic. Colors are popping. I enjoy everything that this book has to offer. So we're gonna dive in. Oh, that's a little bit too. Anyway, so we see Cyclone and Courtney, Stargirl, changing in the headquarters of the GSA, and they are looking for a name. She says, "What about a hurricane? You want to call yourself Hurricane? Oh, hurricanes are bad, aren't they? Well, tornadoes are bad too." And Grandma called herself Red Tornado. Anyway, she says, "How about Red Hurricane? Zephyr? What's a zephyr? A zephyr is a gentle breeze. Look out, icicle, a gentle breeze." The body language and facial expressions are always fun with Dale Eaglesham's art. And she says, she decides to give herself a name, and she is called Cyclone. And the art looks fantastic. And all this costume just, reminds me of a Harry Potter universe book costume thingy. It looks actually really good on her. It fits her, the green, the reds, the whites, and of course her red hair. Great stuff. Well, then we go to, to this. I'm not sure what my problem is with the camera. Anyway, so this is in Franklin County, and I forgot this guy's name, damn it, but he was the grandson of the original Steel. He's crippled, and the people here that are having fun in the park are being attacked by the Nazis, and people are getting murdered left and right. So women and children first. Oh my God. Frauen und Kinder, ha! The ones trying to fight back amuse me, Blitzkrieg. The ones trying to run away are mine, Captain Nazi. Death for the future of the Fourth Reich. You got Commander Steele's blood in your veins. You're worse than non-white honey. You're superhero trash. Do you know what you are, swastika? Bleeding. Hawkman is such a badass. I mean, I heard comparison about Wolverine, and people compare Wolverine to Lobo, and I can see that. But in my opinion, when it comes to raw viciousness and brutality, I think Hawkman takes the spot, in my humble opinion, because I don't know, man, he's just a badass. So you're just a man who can fly, Hawkman. You can't stop us. She's reveling in a bloody orgy. Oh, man. Be grateful we are on Thanagar, Baroness. My police chief would have removed your legs. And he's throwing this shuriken, and he hits her, and she's just stumbling. And this woman here is screaming for Nate and Kirk. I believe this guy is called Nate. That's it, scream, says this guy. You make a better statue if you scream. Perhaps I put you on my hunting then. Leave her alone. Mom. Oh, it's his mom. Oh my God, she's dead. I am bothered with the very metal that lays Commander Steele's body. Thanks to him, I am now Reichsmark. And a cripple like you will never hurt. And then he uses his crutches to hurt him from the inside. And he's bleeding, and it gets all this fluids over him. And it seems it burns or something. He's in pain, right? So Hawkman comes in and, saves the day. But then, who's this guy? Captain Nazi, I guess. Our leader calls you a cockroach, Hawkman. You always come back. Try not to do it so soon this time. So they're gathering and they are, moving on because there are other families to exterminate. Oh my God! All right. So then the cops come and, I like that there's also civilians. There's coming and to the rescue, and with civilians I mean cops. And normally we go from superhero to superhero to superhero, but it's also nice that we have some humans interact with the whole scene. Although these are cops, of course, they have to clear the perimeter and helping all these poor guys and women. So I believe the doctor says, I cannot help him, and he says, I know a doctor who will. Says Hawkman. And then we go to more bonding time with Hawkman and his son. And so his son says that, hey, you had a son back in the 60s, right? I read he was kidnapped by a doctor named Yellow Wasp. So Grant says that, he turns his own son into, Yellow Wasp turned his own son into an insect hybrid Hubert, and that person killed his son. And he says his name was Jake. So they are going a little back and forth, but he says, his son is a little bit very calm about it. And he says, hey, if you want to walk out the door, that's perfectly fine, and you can forget about me. And then he says, let me finish my beer first. Yeah, there's some, Grant doesn't know how to handle all this stuff, and that makes it interesting. Meanwhile, we have some interaction between Liberty Bell, our man, and Damage. Hawkman comes in with the body of, a grandson of Commander Steele. And so Flash says, hey, what happened? I've been tracking neo-Nazis named White Dragon. He joined a militia that called himself the Fourth Reich. They were trying to slaughter the Haywood family. Green Lantern wants to say something, and then Sandman comes in, and he says, get everyone in a meeting room. I had a nightmare. All right, cool. Sandman joins the game. I like that. I believe this is the sidekick of the original Sandman, and he is now taking over, so he's the second generation, if I'm correctly. More ads. So they are going on around the table, and Green Lantern says, we've been tracking down descendants of former Justice Society members and associates for a roster expansion. And Starman says, Mr. Sandman, bring me a dream. And Power Girl says, not now, Starman. 52. All right. The descendants of America and Commander Steele weren't the only ones talking about these assassins. My nightmares have taken me some disturbing crime scenes. So he explains that people that symbolizes Mystery Man, that symbolizes American patriotism, are targeted by the Fourth Reich and somebody else. So it seems that Minuteman and his family and his kids, throat slit. General Glory was dismembered at his own wedding. Jesus. And so he says, yeah, I contacted the Freedom Fighters and Uncle Sam. And so it seems that there's only two families left. And that one is Liberty Bell, the first one, her mom, and Courtney's stepfather called the Stripesy, the Star-Spangled Kid. And so, yeah, disturbing stuff. So they are, looking then for the murderers. And this page is looking fantastic. This is pure superhero fun. And, Cyclone is a little bit uneasy. So, and Power Girl says, split up. Yeah, this is great. I like this iteration of the Justice Society. I love the original members, of course, with Dr. Fate and the original Adam and all that stuff. But I think this is a very good roster. There's none of these guys that I dislike or something, or that I think it doesn't belong here. I think this is great. And so we go all to these places, to Philadelphia, Blue Valley, and Brooklyn. And you see him, Grant, saying goodbye to his kid. I guess this is it, kid. Yeah, I guess so. But then, yeah, the Fourth Reich are in. What's with the resolution, dude? Come on. They are attacking on every place, and so, well, Dr. Midnight and I always call him Fair Play Guy. I'm sorry. They're looking at this as the scars at Nathan's body. Is it Nathan? Yeah, Nathan Haywood. Anyway, the Fourth Reich may behind these attacks, Michael, but they have a leader. Mr. America was trying to tell me us who it was. He came to the brownstone because he knew he'd find what was inside his left lung. What do you find? An arrowhead. So, and then it all goes very quick, right? So the Fourth Reich is attacking. Grant wants to, step outside the door, but he's been clocked in the face and he's unconscious. And the main big villain of this storyline is Vandal Savage. The kid here recognizes him. And he says, "You're that caveman." "I am not a caveman." Jesus, right? He's pretty strong. So he throws Wildcat across the room and adds. So I think I need a new tablet, man. This resolutions are screwing my videos. Anyway, so he says that he is all behind this, and that the fascists, the Fourth Reich, are really easy to manipulate. But he says that the families of the original members, those are mine to extinguish. And says, "Man, I don't like to fight. I do not want to do this again." "Do what, boy?" And then he changes. And it feels like when you are watching a horror movie with werewolves, you see them slowly changing into this. Now, we don't really see him really transform. It's more like in the shadows, but we see some hints and teeth. But yeah, the son of Wildcat is actually a wildcat. And that leads us to the next issue that I'm, of course, going to review. I'm not sure how many books I'm going to do with the Justice Society, but to be honest, I'm having so much fun with this. I'm going to keep going. Maybe until the storylines ends. Maybe I will keep going. I'm not entirely sure because, yeah, I have every book. That's not entirely true. I'm not having every book, but just I believe 60 of them, something like that. I'm not going to do 60 books, but we'll see. Guys, let me know what you think about this series. I think it's fantastic. It clicks with me completely. Love it. Thank you so much for watching as always. See you next time. Bye-bye.